Are you still waking up tired even after a full night's sleep? Do you find yourself slowing down, losing strength, or feeling like your get up and go just got up and left? If you're a man over 65, you're not alone. And it's not just getting older. In fact, what you're feeling might come down to something simple. A few key vitamins your body used to make or absorb easily but now struggles to hold on to. Today, we're breaking down 5 powerful vitamins that help boost energy, improve performance, and restore the vitality you deserve without gimmicks, without nonsense. And stick around because vitamin number 3, almost nobody talks about it, but it can seriously change how your body absorbs the nutrients you already take. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Ellison, and for years, I've worked with men just like you guys in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who still want to feel sharp, strong, and capable. Now, let me be clear. Growing older isn't the problem. The problem is what gets lost along the way. After 65, your body doesn't absorb nutrients the same. Hormone levels dip, circulation slows, and recovery takes longer. But there's good news because when you give your body the right support, it can still respond. It can bounce back. So today, I'm walking you through 5 essential vitamins every man over 65 should know about. These aren't trendy superfoods. These are science-backed nutrients with real benefits for energy performance and long-term vitality. Let's jump into the first one. First up is one that almost every older man I meet is low on, and that's vitamin D3. You might think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, and it's true, your skin makes it when exposed to sunlight. But after age 60, that process slows down dramatically. Add to that more time indoors and suddenly your body's running on empty. So what does D3 actually do for you? Well, for one, it plays a key role in testosterone production. Without enough D3, your body struggles to create the hormones that keep you energized, motivated, and feeling like yourself. It also supports your bones, muscles, immune system, and even your mood. Ever notice how gloomy you feel in the winter? That's no accident. Now, here's the kicker. Many men take vitamin D, but the form matters. You want vitamin D3, also called cholecalciferol, not D2. And ideally, take it with a bit of healthy fat, like with dinner, to help your body absorb it better. Quick tip, if you also take magnesium, which we'll get to later, it actually helps your body use D3 more effectively. Bottom line, if you're feeling sluggish, stiff, or off your game, D3 might be the first place to look. Next up is vitamin B12, and this one is crucial for your nervous system, red blood cell production, and overall energy. Here's the problem. As you age, your stomach produces less acid, and stomach acid is what helps your body pull B12 out of food. So even if you eat a balanced diet, you might still be deficient. What does that feel like? Constant fatigue, brain fog, tingling or numbness in hands and feet, weakness or shortness of breath, memory lapses or poor focus. Sound familiar? That's because B12 is essential for nerve health and oxygen transport. Without it, your body and brain don't get the fuel they need. The best form for older adults is called methylcobalamin. It's easier for your body to use than the cheaper cyanocobalamin form. And for some men, especially if you've had stomach surgery or take acid blockers, a B12 injection might be more effective than pills. That's something to ask your doctor about. B12 is like the battery in your remote. If it's weak, the whole system lags, but when it's full, everything fires on point. Your thinking, your movement, even your mood. So, we've covered 2 of the heavy hitters, vitamin D3 for hormone health, and B12 for nerve and red blood cell function. But now, let's talk about the one nobody is telling you about, and why skipping it might be undoing all the good you're trying to do with calcium or heart health supplements. Vitamin number 3 could be the missing link that ties it all together. Let's talk about vitamin K2, one of the most overlooked but absolutely vital nutrients for men over 65. Most people have heard of vitamin K, but they're usually thinking about K1, which helps with blood clotting. K2 is completely different. It plays a role in where calcium goes in your body. Here's why this matters. As you get older, calcium has a bad habit of ending up in the wrong places like your arteries instead of your bones. That can lead to hardening of the arteries, poor blood flow, and greater risk of cardiovascular issues. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop. It helps direct calcium into your bones where you want it and keeps it out of your arteries where it causes problems. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Research is showing that K2 may also support testosterone function by improving blood flow, reducing arterial stiffness, and enhancing nutrient delivery throughout the body. That means better circulation, better oxygen delivery to muscles, and yes, even better performance in the bedroom. If you're already taking calcium or vitamin D3, K2 is the missing piece that helps them work safely and effectively. The best form is called MK7. It lasts longer in the body and works more efficiently than the MK4 version. Look for that on the label. And while K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese soybean dish, most men don't eat that. So supplementation is usually your best bet. Think of K2 as your body's calcium manager. And when it's missing, things go to the wrong places. But when it's there, everything flows smoother. Literally. Now, let's talk about one of the most important and underestimated minerals out there, magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 bodily functions, from regulating muscle contractions to controlling blood pressure to maintaining steady heart rhythm. But for men over 65, its most important roles are in supporting deep restorative sleep, balancing cortisol, your stress hormone, and improving testosterone production. If you've been having trouble sleeping, waking up tight and achy, or feeling anxious and restless, you might be running low on magnesium. And guess what? Most older adults are. Your body doesn't store magnesium well. It's lost easily through urine, sweat, and stress. Plus, common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can deplete it further. Now, here's where it ties back to energy and performance. Testosterone is primarily produced during deep sleep, especially in the early part of the night. If your sleep is shallow or broken, your body doesn't get a chance to make and release hormones properly. Magnesium helps you get into that deep, slow-wave sleep your body needs to restore and rebuild. So, which type of magnesium should you take? Avoid magnesium oxide. It's poorly absorbed and often causes diarrhea. Instead, look for magnesium glycinate or magnesium L30-onate. Both are highly absorbable and gentle on the stomach. Some men also take magnesium at night to help with leg cramps or restless legs. And as a bonus, it supports relaxed blood vessels, which improves circulation and helps lower blood pressure naturally. Bottom line, magnesium is a silent powerhouse. You won't feel a jolt like caffeine, but you will notice more steady energy, better recovery, and calmer, deeper sleep. I'll tell you something I've seen over and over. A man starts taking magnesium at night, and suddenly he's sleeping 6 to 7 hours straight again. He's waking up refreshed, more alert, even more confident. It's not magic. It's just giving the body what it was missing all along. And when you stack that with D3, B12, and K2, you're creating the foundation your body needs to actually respond to the good habits you're trying to build. Now, let's finish strong with the one vitamin that speaks directly to male vitality and hormone support. Last, but definitely not least, is zinc, the mineral most directly tied to testosterone, fertility, immunity, and performance. Zinc is involved in the production of luteinizing hormone, which triggers testosterone. It supports sperm health and prostate function. It plays a role in tissue repair, muscle growth, and immune defense, but it's also easily depleted, especially if you sweat a lot, drink alcohol, or are under stress. And unlike some nutrients, your body has no storage for zinc. That means you need a steady daily intake to keep levels optimal. How do you know if you're low? You get sick often. Your libido is lower than it used to be. Cuts or wounds take longer to heal. You feel weaker or more fatigued after exercise. You experience brain fog or memory lapses. Sound familiar? Now, here's the key. Not all zinc is created equal. You want zinc picolinate, zinc citrate, or zinc monomethionine. These forms are better absorbed and easier on the stomach. Avoid mega-dosing. More is not better. Stick to 15 to 30 mg per day unless directed by a doctor, and take it away from calcium since they can compete for absorption. A little-known fact, zinc also helps maintain dopamine levels in the brain, critical for drive, motivation, and mental clarity. In short, if testosterone is the engine, zinc is the ignition switch. So there you have it, 5 vitamins that work together like a team. Vitamin D3 powers your hormones. Vitamin B12 fuels your nervous system. Vitamin K2 protects your arteries and helps calcium go where it belongs. Magnesium supports sleep, lowers stress, and recharges your system. Zinc fires up your testosterone and performance. Each one plays a role, but together they form the foundation for how well you age. And here's the best part. These are not exotic or expensive. You don't need a dozen bottles or mystery formulas. What you need is to give your body what it's missing. Because the truth is, age doesn't slow you down. Deficiency does. And now you know exactly what to do about it. But even with the right vitamins, there's one more thing most men miss, and it might be the real reason you're not feeling the full benefit. You can take the best supplements in the world, but if your blood flow is poor, they're not getting where they need to go. In the next video, we'll talk about circulation, how to support healthy blood flow after 60, and why it's the key to unlocking real results. You won't want to miss that. Now that you know these 5 essential vitamins, let's take a moment to pull it all together. Because here's what I've found over and over again. When men understand why their energy is low or why their strength is fading, they stop blaming just getting older and they start taking action. Let's recap quickly and clearly vitamin D3. This one's about hormones, mood, and immune strength. It helps your body produce testosterone naturally and supports healthy bones, muscles, and brain function. If you're not out in the sun every day with your shirt off, and let's be honest, most of us aren't, you probably need more D3. Vitamin B12. This is your energy wire. It helps make red blood cells, supports your nerves, and keeps your brain sharp. If you feel foggy or fatigued, or you've got pins and needles in your hands or feet, this could be the one you're missing. Vitamin K2 is your internal traffic director. It moves calcium into your bones where it belongs and keeps it out of your arteries where it can do damage. It also supports circulation, which helps with everything from brain function to sexual health. Magnesium. This mineral helps your body relax, recharge, and recover. Without it, sleep suffers, stress rises, and hormone balance slips away. Magnesium helps your body stay calm, lowers blood pressure, and sets the stage for deep rest and hormone production. Zinc. Zinc is your engine starter. It supports testosterone production, immune strength, tissue repair, and mental clarity. It's especially important for libido, muscle recovery, and motivation. Now, if you're thinking, well, that sounds like a lot to keep track of, you're not wrong. But you also don't have to start big. You don't need to buy 5 different bottles today. You just need to know which ones apply most to you right now. Let me show you a simple way to think about it. Feeling tired, unmotivated, or down? Start with D3 and B12. Trouble sleeping or stressed out often? Add magnesium. Worried about circulation or heart health? Look into K2. Feeling flat when it comes to your drive? Strength or performance? Zinc is your friend. Every man's situation is different. The important thing is you now have a map, and when you give your body the right support, it knows what to do with it. It starts to bounce back. It starts to heal. It starts to feel like you again. Now, let me ask you a question. What if you're already taking these vitamins but still not feeling a difference? You might be doing everything right, taking the right nutrients, eating well, moving your body, but the benefits just aren't kicking in. If that's happening, there's a good chance the real issue isn't what you're taking. It's how well your body is absorbing and delivering it. And that comes down to one word: circulation. After 60, blood flow tends to slow down, especially to the areas where men need it most. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, and yes, your reproductive system. You could be taking a great zinc supplement, but if blood isn't flowing well, it's not getting where it needs to go. You could be loading up on D3 and magnesium, but if oxygen and nutrients aren't being delivered efficiently, you won't feel the energy you're hopping for. Think of it like this. Vitamins are fuel, but circulation is the highway. And if the highway is blocked or narrowed, it doesn't matter how much fuel you have, nothing's going to move. So, if you truly want to restore energy, performance, and vitality, you need to focus on both. Giving your body the right nutrients and making sure it can deliver them effectively. That's why in our next video, we're going to explore something most men never hear about. A leading urologist shares the intimacy habits men over 65 often overlook, but wish they had known sooner. We'll explore why the way you connect physically and emotionally matters more than you think. How small intimacy habits affect hormone balance, circulation, and recovery. What most men overlook when it comes to daily lifestyle and vitality, and how 1 or 2 small shifts can reignite confidence and well-being. Because here's the truth. Most men never hear. You're not tired because you're old. You're tired because your cells aren't getting what they need. And the moment you restore that flow, you start to feel alive again. So, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. You've already done something most men never do. You took time to understand your body, to take ownership of your health, and now you've got a powerful head start. But don't stop here because vitamins alone won't do the job if your blood can't deliver them. So, here's what I want you to do next. Click the next video where a urologist breaks down which specific nuts help boost blood flow and male vitality after 65 naturally and without side effects. It's the perfect next step after what we've just covered. Everything we've talked about today, it only matters if your body can use it. Let's make sure it can. Click the next video now and I'll see you.